Hey everybody, real estate ninja here. Hope you're doing well. Sitting in my truck, want to talk to you about being wrong about the real estate crash. I've spoken to you before about the National Association of Realtors chief economist Lawrence Yun, Dr. Lawrence Yun, how he was 100% wrong in 2006, 2007, said that real estate would not crash across the country. He said it actually would stabilize in 2007. He said that California and Florida could not drag the entire country down and that everything was going to be fine. He was 100% wrong. And I've ranted and raved over these economists, these chief economists that are 100% wrong, and there's no fallout. Lawrence Yun actually is still the chief economist of the National Association of Realtors, and he said just now in the news that he believes that in 2024, real estate is going to go up another 13%. But hey, he's the doctor. What do I know? I was an agent, real estate agent. I'm a horrible real estate agent. So I can't sell people on this side of the real estate cycle a bowl of lies. I have owned a brokerage. I was a partner in a real estate brokerage. That did great. But I was an investor before all this started, 2001. And now there's a new chief economist in town, but this one's for Realtor.com, which just, is owned by the same company that owns Wall Street Journal. And this says this story out of Fox Business, and this goes against everything I teach, every single thing I teach. I teach about cycles, and I would love for this person I'm about to read about take my course, because I can't tell you how many real estate agents and brokers, both loan brokers and real estate brokers, have taken this course and contacted me and said they completely see things different now. Praise God. Because these cycles are very easy to identify, and then to identify where you are in that cycle. I'm going to put a few more links down below, 80% off. This course I'll keep every day until the first of the year, which then it gets closed off to any new students, because there's a change happening in this. I've done it for 1 year as of the end of this month. So they're $199, 80% off. I can guarantee you this. I got a money back guarantee that states, if you watch less than 50% of it within 14 days, you can have your money back. I have had to refund very few courses because I can guarantee you that if you put these lessons to heart, I think there's over 36 of them. There's another new one coming at the end of the month. You will save 10 times this much or make 100 times when you actually go out and use it on your next home. It says here, economists are forecasting a housing market turnaround in 2024. They want to pump you so full of hopium, it's insane. It says, with the outlook for, and I'm gonna talk about the person that they're about to tell you is telling you all this crap. I'm gonna be honest with you. I believe it's totally a farce. And again, remember, when you work for the National Association of Realtors or Realtor.com and you're an economist, you're probably more than likely wanting to always pump up the news and pump up people to buy, because you are being paid by the real estate agents for the NAR, and for Realtor.com, you make your money through these entities, these associations. All right. So it says here, with the outlook for mortgage rates finally improving. I don't know where the hell they got that. Okay. Interest rates are super high right now. I don't care if they peaked and came back down. They're going to go higher. This says the forecast for housing is looking better heading into the new year. Realtor.com economists predict that mortgage rates, which have declined over the past 5 weeks, big whoopity-doo, which have declined over the past 5 weeks, will slide into the 6% territory in 2024. So just, just think about this. When rates hit 6%, a lot of people found themselves unable to sell homes, because a lot of people, even more people that were trying to find a home, found that they could not afford a home based on today's prices at 6%. So what has to happen? Well, as interest rates go up, home prices have to drop so that that payment meets the eligibility of a person that wants to FOMO into the housing market, right? Here's the problem. As rates go up or stay up higher and prices drop, they drop exponentially because fear hits the market. See, when you need to sell a house, whether it be for a death of a family member, leaving because of a job reason, you lose your job, you know, you just want to relocate because California is crazy, then the point being is that what happens is you're trying to sell your house and then your neighbor gets the same idea, yeah, California's crazy, and lists it, then all of a sudden you go, crap, we're the same home. He's listed for $1,000 under me because he wants to sell it before me. So I'm going to drop my price $3,000. And then what happens is it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, a snowball going down the hill. This is exactly what happened in 2005, 2006. I can't make this up. But back then, Lawrence Young, the chief economist at the National Association of Realtors, was dead, stinking wrong. And he's still in charge. Should fire him. Anyone listening to me? Now, I know I'm getting pissed. I know there's people from the NAR listening. Fire him. Fire him, fire him, fire him. He's doing not only people buying homes wrong, he's leading real estate agents astray. There are so many real estate agents right now, and my heart goes out to you because you didn't see this cycle. Can't say anything else about my old brokerage, but I would tell you this. There are people that have built up a lot of debt that are real estate agents that are hurting so bad right now. They're living, it's not even paycheck to paycheck. They're forming groups. They're trying their hardest to squeeze blood out of a turnip, essentially. And it's going to get worse. So as the realtor.com now is going to tell you, oh, we're jumping down to 6%. This is great. This isn't going to be good in 2024. It says here that Fannie Mae expects mortgage rates to decline gradually over the next 2 years, reaching 6.9% for the 30-year mortgage by 2025, reaching 6.9%. Now think about that. They're trying to tell you that 6.9% in this economic environment is a good thing. That's actually going to spur housing. No, it's not. What's going to happen is home prices are going to start to decline rapidly. I can't wait. They already have started to decline. And I've told you stories or read you stories. Let me know down below if you remember, but I did a story about, I read a story from 2007 where 2006, New York home prices fell 1.6%. And it was like a big deal because home prices hadn't fallen that much in the last, like, I don't know, it's 10 years. And I showed you how that's the first story. And then I showed you the next one, the next one, next one. Just like I did videos on the Economic Ninja channel about Home Depot third quarter earnings, where I just read the third quarter earnings, and then I read the third quarter earnings from 2006 and 2008. And you use the exact same, these CEOs, wordsmith, the CFOs, wordsmith, and they put in these hopium little phrases in there. But you have no idea what's coming to you. Absolutely no idea. Also, real quick, thank you to everyone that's hit the subscribe button. You guys know what's going on at the other channel. Thank you so much. This channel is blowing up. We may actually be able to hit 100,000 subscribers today. Thank you. Thank you sincerely from the bottom of my heart. It says here, now, again, I want to remind you that Freddie Mac is investigating one of their largest paper sellers to them of mortgages because they falsified information, the credit worthiness of the buyers, and they did not fall inside of government conforming loan standards. So right now there's an inquiry going on. You are just now starting to see the mortgage-backed securities market implode. Get ready for this. Because what's going to happen is mortgage-backed securities implode. Once people figure this out, it's going to happen in about 3 months. Rates are going to skyrocket because nobody's going to want to loan money on mortgage-backed securities, thus forcing rates up higher, pressure higher in the MBS market. It's a big deal. But it's a good deal for you and I that are preparing. Type 1, if you're getting ready for this real estate crash, if you see it, you get it. And hey, do me a favor. If you're a real estate agent and you get it, put it down below. People need good real estate agents. Let me stop. This is really important. I just went to a tax event. The Ninja's weird. I went to a tax event where it's all CPAs or tax planners, and then there was a handful of us business owners, a handful. And because I want to learn, I want to be sitting right aside next to the CPAs, so I'm smarter than the guy I go to, or guys I go to. I mean, seriously, that's how I've always been. I want to be in there, right? And I also want to hire the people that are going to courses every year to learn new things. But there are real estate agents around the country that get this. Thank you, Christine, for finding out that you're unsubscribed and resubscribing. Thank you. This is happening bad right now because I keep showing the truth, and they want you to be fed full of the lies that these economists are telling you. So anyway, my point being is that, I lost my track of thought. Let's get back to the story. So it says here, so it's going to be good news that mortgages hit 6.9%. They're a bit lying to you. It says, for the first, for the 30-year mortgages by 2025, they reached 6.9%. At the same time, First American economists noted that mortgage rates will hover in the 6.5 to 7.5 range. That's good news for the market that recently saw mortgage rates climb to close to 8%, but the dip won't be enough to entice existing homeowners with sub 5% mortgages back into the fray. This will continue to complicate supply availability. All right. So let's talk about this, because it says, according to Realtor.com chief economist Danielle Hale, she says this: our 2024 housing forecast reveals the green shoots we've been waiting to see in the housing market. Wow, that's nice. Green shoots. It's like springtime. I hate it when people lie to me. And should give buyers some optimism after a grueling few years, Hale said. Although mortgage rates are expected to ease throughout the course of the year, the continuation of high costs will mean that existing homeowners will continue to have a high threshold for deciding to move. All right. Sounds just nice, huh? She says here, moves of necessity for job changes, family situations, and downsizing to a more affordable market are likely to drive home sales in 2024. She didn't say it's going to drive them down, because that's exactly what it's going to do. But she stated a fact, just like the Real Estate Ninja says, right? Isn't that nice? See, they throw out a good lie. I don't know if you know the definition of a good lie. This is what makes a good lie. It has just enough truth to believe it. And then what happens with a good lie is the rest of it takes advantage of the hearers, the listeners' inability to listen well. We all sort of fade out into the distance. And so you got enough truth, and they go, oh, you say that at the beginning of a good lie, just, and then the lie is at the end. All right? So she just told you the truth right in the beginning. There are going to be moves of necessity for job changes, family situations, and downsizing to a more affordable market, and are likely to drive home sales in 2024. That's the truth. Now, here comes the lie. Now, I haven't read this yet. I'm freestyling this. Hale continued, home buyers will continue to seek out markets where they feel like they're getting the most of their dollar as they look for homes that better meet their needs. What the heck does she mean by that? I mean, I get it, but okay, a little bit more fluff. Home buyers can find the best mortgage rate by shopping around and comparing your options. Oh yeah, great. That's an advertisement. Let's get back to this Hale lady. So with mortgage rates finally decreasing, affordability will likely return to the market, enticing some buyers back. Next year, the typical purchase cost for the median priced home listed is expected to be slightly less than $2,200 monthly, which is down. Now get this, what she says, which is down from $2,240, according to Realtor.com. Are you freaking kidding me? This is what your chief economist is blowing up your skirt right now. Hey, Realtor.com, fire this lady. Fire her. I'm about to get to her background in a second. Do you think, type 2 if you think they're straight up blowing hopium up your skirt right now. When they say, well, this is great. Mortgage rates are dropping. They're now dropping. They could drop into 6.9%. It's going to entice people because now a payment is $40 less. Yeah, that's going to change the whole market. If you don't understand that we're in a crash, I'm not joking. Take advantage of one of those links down below to the 80% off, because I told myself I'd only do this for a year, and then we're moving that course up to $2,500 because that is still in the range of well over saving you tons more than the cost of that. But there's a few links every day until the first. I'm going to sell this course, and then I move on, because I have tried to wake up as many people as I can. And sometimes it takes hard-earned buck to put it down and go, I'm going to try and learn what this guy's telling me, because he's showing me every day how the economists and the professionals have been dead wrong. I lived through this. I sold all my homes. Well, I sold it 90% of my portfolio in 2006, and I was ready for it. But the thing is, by 2010, I look back and I went, I wasn't ready enough because I missed out on that winery. I'm going to be ready this time, and I want 1 million of you ready with me. I have the most amazing students ever. So let's get back to this liar. All right, here we go. Lies. Oh, lies. Oh, here we go. Home building helps add more supply. No freaking duh. But new homes are a small share of the total market. That's because hedge funds are buying them up like crazy. But guess what? They're about to start flooding the market. This last year, I'm blanking out on the name all of a sudden of the company, but it's the nation's largest owner of single-family homes that they rent out. They have become net sellers. They've been selling more homes than they've been buying for the last 5 quarters. And they're doing a revamp right now. So let's get to the chief economist. This is Danielle Hale. She's out of Florida State University. Check this out. This, I think, is really important. Chief economist at Realtor.com. Managing director. She's been doing this for 6 years and 6 months. So since 2017, right? Chief economist at Realtor.com. Pretty easy job when everything's going up, right? She's going to find out it's going to get hard. Managing director of housing research from March of 2008 to July of 2017. She worked out of Washington. So from 2008 to 2017, she saw this. What did she do before the crash? This is really interesting. Research assistant and executive office manager at American Enterprise Institute. And then she was in college before that. So it's got to be hard working. And this part I feel sad for, because Danielle has got a heck of a job, because she works for an entity that if you were to come out and say, yeah, real estate's going to crash, like this doesn't look good, you're in a spot where they're going to go, well, that's not going to pay the bills. And I feel horrible, but I mean, at the same time, what are you going to do? We're in a point where we are seeing the market turn. We have seen Lawrence Young be completely wrong in 2007, 2008, but he's still the chief economist. We will see Danielle be wrong. And the question is, what's the consequences? There's really none. See, the only consequence there is on your shoulders. Who you listen to, what information you take in. If you buy property right, you're good. If you know you're not going to lose your job, you're good. If your payment is less than rent, why wouldn't you buy a house, right? But there's times to buy and there's times to sit back and wait in patience. And look, I'll break down the course in like 5 sentences right now. You don't have to buy it. Don't buy the course. 5 sentences. You need to be in a position right now where you are building up your balance sheet, your personal balance sheet, getting out of debt. You need to have cash on the side, have it set up in the right accounts, seasoned properly. And you need to be researching a certain way. You need to be picking your team right now. And you need to be set up, because lending is going to get super tight, super strict during this next crash, just like it did in 2008. And loans are still going to be made to people with stellar credit and a solid, thick file when it comes to their credit binder, because banks are going to become very picky with who they choose. And if you have built up cash right now and you get rid of your toys, sell them off, and you have cash, you're going to benefit from this crash. So I hope that you guys got something from this. I thank everybody that has been commenting, helping out the channel, and hitting the subscribe button. We may actually be able to get, let me do this really quick here. We may be able to get to 100,000 subs today. I hope you guys got something from this. I'm going to put a handful of links down below. 80% off the crash course. It's $199. And I can guarantee you, there's money back guarantee, 14 days. If you're not happy with it, you don't think you're getting value, you get your money back. And I do it because I used to be a consultant and I couldn't consult anymore. I was too busy. So we started the course and I set up the course as a consultancy. I talk to you like a consultant and bring you through this. And I'm so glad to all the people that have recently bought a home that didn't believe they could, and they bought it right, bought some rentals, and are the ones that are waiting for the downturn to happen even more. Because you've been with me this long. You've seen me make the call for the top of the real estate market and I nailed it. And it's not because I'm a guru. It's because I've lived through it before. Once you live through these things, you can see it coming bigger and bigger. All right. That being said, I thank you so much for watching. The Real Estate Ninja is out.